Good afternoon. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleshi. Welcome to Camnet TV Media News. The headlines. GEAR's initiative urges stakeholders to respect decisions made by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Health Minister SYLVIA MASEBO warns health facilities against charging expectant mothers. Details coming through after this commercial.
Imagine if CDF was corruption and mismanagement free. Imagine the benefits you and your community could enjoy. More schools, more clinics, better infrastructure, education and employment opportunities. You can take part in ensuring this happens by ensuring you report all suspected corruption and mismanagement cases to the Anti-Corruption Commission by dialing 5980 toll-free and the Office of the Auditor General by dialing 5566 toll-free on MTN and Zamtel. For more information, visit our website on www.acsZambia.org/CDF. Remember, CDF is your money. Take an active part on how it is used and managed. This message is brought to you by the Alliance for Community Action.
And now the media news in detail. Health Minister SYLVIA MASEBO has directed that no expecting woman should be charged any amount for accessing health services at health facilities countrywide. Speaking shortly after touring some health facilities in Kitwe on the Copper Belt, the Health Minister says any health worker who will be found charging expecting mothers will be instantly fired.
We've also heard of under our maternal mothers, when they go to certain clinics, they're being charged, which is not supposed to be. No pregnant woman who goes to the clinic for maternal issues is supposed to be charged anything. So they should refuse and report. And any health worker that is heard or found charging a mother, an expectant mother, at any clinic, I just want to say now that they'll be fired. So they should not do those things. And they should stop giving prescriptions deliberately when they have drugs. They should give a prescription when it is really needed. And they should be able to refer these patients to the clinic. Now, I found out that sometimes patients are being referred for much more serious ailments, and which they cannot themselves deal with at that community level. But even then, they should not force themselves by giving those prescriptions, because it is those prescriptions that are really, sending a wrong signal, that there are no drugs, even when the drugs are there. Or there are no drugs because those drugs are not supposed to be found at a clinic. They are supposed to be found at a hospital.
Residents of Lusaka's Msendere compound have noted a significant reduction in the prices of essential food commodities, while observing that accessing money is still hard due to what they have termed as limited economic opportunities.
The new definition of poverty, according to the United Nations, is those who live on less than $1.25 per day, which when roughly converted equals to 20 Zambian kwacha. With the prices of everyday commodities having tripled over the past few years, only the citizens can tell if current trends point to Zambia achieving its #1 goal of eradicating poverty by 2030, as enshrined under the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Camnet TV took time to hear from citizens themselves on how they are living in line with the Poverty Eradication Month commemorated every October. Some feel that while the prices of commodities are seemingly reducing due to the appreciation of the kwacha, which is now on an average of 15 kwacha from over 20 kwacha a few months ago, money is too hard to come by.
At least atwalista kuma fest imbera shupa ndiwonza umuntu ayikomvela phambi imbera shupa into kashiteto ishmone mpia into twemone nje abana pesa na wapishana skulu bakuthiwa saba sange nje toza futhi
nimashita kweshe ma peace weeks like my piece work like muzi vache mashitama Chinese 1 month 2 weeks ya see the contract so pese ngati my contract tamngoto ngala go down mbuduba ku my bottles like kai stingabe but kai lunga ngati subwera nishi it's nothing.
Others are of the view that all is well, except for bus fares which keep fluctuating depending on the reduction or increase of fuel prices.
Nsala na ipwako na echepanako abantu bapakanwa okulandaranda meaning you know what I mean and then meaning at previous government just because vale yabekoko ifwe na twambo kuri yafe buno tulesekaseka fintu yashupire ku feni fuel na affairs ya buses.
The question that begs an answer is, will Zambia really achieve its goal of eradicating poverty in 7 years' time? Further, are current policies pushing the country towards attaining this goal? Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Governance Elections Advocacy Research Services Gears Executive Director McDonough Jipenzi says the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has of recent months come under what he terms as unnecessary attacks for its alleged unprofessionalism in handling electoral matters.
The role of the court is to inform or to make a decision that this candidate is validly nominated, or this candidate is invalidly nominated. And thereafter, there is no any command to the court to say because this person is invalidly nominated, therefore the election is been cancelled. No, there's nothing like that. Okay? So there is also another petition that comes, which petition is on the outcome of the results. There is no other parameter or avenue where the court can come in and call for fresh elections. There's nowhere. There's nowhere in the Constitution. So this is why we say, at what point would people start condemning the ECZ for what it did? And this issue in our society where people get even warped up opinion without any substance and take it and start condemning institutions, I think it's not building. Let us learn to research. Let us learn to bring opinion that are quoted with the truth and the facts.
In other news, residents of Lusaka's Kamanga ward near Chikunkula area have put resources together to start unblocking the main drainage that acts as a pathway for water in Charleston and surrounding areas. The residents have told Camnet News that during the rainy season, water reaches up to the window levels of their homes due to lack of proper drainage system.
This part of Lusaka's Chakunkula area in Charleston Township usually becomes flooded during the rain season, leaving most families stranded with nowhere to run to. In order to address this challenge, the residents working with the office of the area councillor have put resources together to unblock this main drainage, which is supposed to act as a passage for water in the entire Charleston and surrounding areas.
One day bana benziwana inangani kuliwa neba bena nkuja kukona benziwana mwera bana manzi na running kwenda ku council kuti batitandize ku atikulu museko.
The residents have since called on the government to consider erecting a proper drainage system in the area like that of the Bombay drainage if the issue of flooding are to be completely eliminated.
Up to somewhere because drainage imafasa mlandu wa ivameni vile mkati every time mavichosa so same mkati chosa na kukiri na drainage sifi kubwa mimi bakiri na ndiye problem ya military na wene kusogolo kwa mene manzi yaenda I blocking inato as a result manzi si yaenda bridge riko quite alright government inatiletela teach to appreciate but kufunika again kuleta ko machinery kulu yokutinga pange deepen and widen so that manzi amba flowing.
Bonse chabe kuti tina problem yanga ni amanzi venango kugoma offense mukayanga na offense kwenze inago enze nasira offense inago so vakansira mwe vaganiza kuti vatitangizireko ni ntchito yabwino maningi say welcome to move tingamvere bwino maningi chabe nisvatipulumuza nje chemeti dandaula chabe so mwamene vatimverera kuti vatichitire drainage tamika kwambiri ngati vatikumbuka ndipo tizapitiza yamika ziko mwanda wangati wakatisegulira manzi ma problems ameti faceless tizayaona.
Meanwhile, Area Councillor Chimuka Njomona has commended community members for the initiative and has appealed to other residents to come on board and not wait for the government to solve the problem they face in their communities.
It's an initiative that we've jumped on, and we've engaged the community, working together with the office of the councillor to make sure that we end the problem of floods around this place. Previous government never cared to provide solutions, and our office is not sitting idle. What we are doing is, even as we are waiting for CDF empowerment funds, we are engaging our community, also businesses that are around our community, put our heads together and see to it that we help the community. Whatever challenges that the community are facing, we are able to do that.
As the rain season nears, it is the hope of these residents that the clearing of this drainage system will be completed and that flooding will be a thing of the past. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
That news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Midday News, but before we go, here are the headlines once again. Kia's initiative urges stakeholders to respect decisions made by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Health Minister SYLVIA MASEBO warns health facilities against charging expectant mothers. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzeya Sakaleji. Pleasant viewing and good afternoon.